Hi everyone, my name is Pooja and today I'll be discussing blended learning, the connection between online and offline work. What is blended learning? This week's reading, Using Blended Learning, Evidence-Based Practices by Kef-Yoon Hyu and Wingsum Cheng, dives into a new teaching technique of the 21st century, blended learning. The chapter notes there are many different definitions for this approach, from very broad ones to very specific ones. Going forward, the definition applied by the author is the Horn and Staker one, which is as follows. Blended learning is any time a student learns at least in part at a supervised brick-and-mortar location away from home, and at least in part through the internet with some element of student control over time, place, and/or pace. There are many benefits to this approach, such as flexibility, which combines the face-to-face component and the online component, giving students the opportunity to engage with teachers as well as the opportunity to work on their own time. Another benefit is improved student communications, as online forums allow students to completely control discussions between each other. Additionally, research has found that the blended learning approach reduces the per-pupil cost, and most importantly, this approach increases student learning outcomes when compared to fully face-to-face and fully online courses. The greatest challenge to this approach is finding the right balance of online and offline work. But to even begin to integrate blended learning into a curriculum, the following 5 characteristics need to be present. First, institutional support. Are the tech resources there? Second, infrastructural readiness. Is there a reliable online platform? Third, content readiness. What will the curriculum be? Fourth, instructor readiness. How prepared is the teacher in promoting and controlling an online learning environment? And finally, learner readiness. How internet literate are the learners? Currently, there are 6 models in the K-12 blended learning approach: face-to-face driver, rotation, flex, online lab, self-blend, and online driver, each featuring different percentages of online and offline work. The videos further continue explaining what blended learning is. The first video, Blended Learning and Technology Integration, discusses the differences between the two. Although the line can be a little blurry, the biggest difference is how the technology is used. Simply going to the computer lab and having students work independently is not considered blended learning. However, having students discuss findings on an online forum is. The video continues by noting the 4 hallmark characteristics of blended learning. First, a seamless connection between online and offline work such that the online work is directly related to what is happening in the classroom. Second, increased student-to-student collaboration and increased student control. Third, an online classroom presence via learning management systems like Canvas. And fourth, repurposed time in the classroom for smaller group activities. The second video focuses on Spanaway Elementary School and teacher Nikki Mesa's experience with the blended learning approach. Mesa utilizes the rotational model discussed in the reading, such that some students are working independently, some students are working online, and some students are working with her, the teacher. The video also features student testimonies, all of which are in favor of the approach used at Spanaway. The students love that the computer has fun learning activities and also teaches them tech skills. As for my reactions, I view technology as an essential element in my life, so the growth of blended learning is hardly a surprise as technology continues to evolve and become more integrated into our daily lives. The difference between tech integration and blended learning was new to me, as I thought the terms were synonymous. Prior to watching the video, I didn't agree with the Horn and Staker definition, thinking it was too narrow. However, after learning the differences between tech integration and blended learning, I agree with this definition, as it really specifies the differences between the two concepts. Additionally, I agree with the importance of having a dynamic online classroom presence. My experience with Canvas at UCI, our learning management system, allows me to stay up to date with assignments, discussions, and assessments, the key features to a successful learning management system. Finally, it was surprising to read the different percentages different researchers claim to be the perfect blend of online to offline work. But I agree with the article and think the perfect blend depends on each individual class. In conclusion, the blended learning approach will only continue to grow as technology continues to advance. So finding the right blend of online instruction to face-to-face instruction will be a skill teachers need to master. Personally, in my future classroom, the blended learning approach will allow me to spend more time working with smaller groups of students, adopting the rotational approach used at the pilot program at Spanaway. Although still a relatively new approach, we can be cautiously optimistic about the future of blended learning and the educational benefits this approach offers students. Thank you.